We just watched the Minnesota Timberwolves absolutely not show up at all, and we watched Tyrese Halliburton absolutely punk Donovan Mitchell and the Cavs that are
Hmm.
now full of injuries. So we're gonna break it down. We're gonna go through the NBA playoffs, let you know out of the final 8 teams who we think is gonna win a championship. Do you want to go over like these final
Go to East first.
semifinal series?
Yeah, go East and West. Yeah.
So we had Tyrese Halliburton. We watched him tonight come back. They were down. I think they were down by like 8 with like a minute left. Came down, gets fouled, missed the free throw on purpose, get the free throw, get the ball, and then shoot a fadeaway three at like a second left, basically winning the game
Uh huh.
and shocking the world. Mobley's out, Garland's out, and now Mitchell looks like he was a little hampered at the end of the game. Are the Cavs gonna be too injured to win now that they're down 2-0?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the thing. Like you can be in the playoffs. It's a lot of good teams, but it's always about like it's always
Who can be healthy?
who can be healthy in matchups. And it looks like here the matchup wise, Cleveland they'll wipe the floor at the Pacers. 'Cause I mean, like they was beating the hell out of them this game
By 20.
by like 20, and I feel like as soon as Mitchell basically got gassed and got hurt, that's when they just couldn't score after that. And then they got Mobley's
Out.
out. So you got that. I think Hunter had his little finger. I seen Hunter had the finger problem in game one. So I don't know how much of that is affecting them in this game. So I mean that's what I'm seeing like Miles Turner and Siakam out there balling. I mean that's crazy. I think Siakam had like almost 23 points this game.
Naismith is looking real good, and Halliburton's been playing like it's crazy. He has like phases where he looks like a Hall of Famer and phases where he looks like super mid.
And you got Obi Toppin out here shooting threes on a regular.
And Duncan.
So I'm like I'm scared of him. I don't know what's gonna happen. He gonna shoot a three on me. He gonna dunk on you.
What I'm worried about is that the Pacers are in fact going to win this series because of Cleveland's injuries and not being able to score with those guys out.
Uh huh.
And then Boston is going to come back and win against the
You think so?
Knicks. And then Boston's going to play the garbage Pacers for the conference finals to go to the championship.
I got
Having a super easy road playing Orlando with injuries, playing the Knicks, who they dominated all year but somehow lost game one, and then playing the. If you're playing the Pacers in the conference final, that's a win.
that is. I mean,
That's an easy road.
I feel like I feel like the Knicks are gonna beat the Celtics
I hope so.
just because of
I hate the
matchups. I feel
Celtics.
like with OG don't gotta score. OG's okay with
He's,
not scoring.
but he is scoring.
He is scoring, but he don't gotta score. So he can spend the whole time on Tatum, and Mikal Bridges can spend the whole time on Brown. You got them. I mean, you got Towns. Porzingis right now is hurt, so I'm pretty sure somebody else is gonna get hurt soon.
Yeah, Porzingis got a. They say it's an illness. I don't know what it is, but they say he's been dealing with it for a while. But like he's sick, and he was so sick he couldn't finish the second half of the game. So you have like 40-year-old Al Horford trying to play starter minutes again,
Exactly.
and he's
And
getting tired.
yeah, I don't think he can't stick Towns throughout the whole thing. And then you got Hart. And then you got for some
Heart with
strange
the heart,
you got Brunson out here just
cooking people.
cooking everybody. Like that Piston series that he just did, he showed you. He showed you why he must have clutch. I gotta give you that.
I just wish him and Luca would have stayed together in Dallas, but Dallas was so bad that they lost Brunson and Luca.
I really want to see the Knicks in the championship game just so I can see Skip Bayless. I mean, not Skip Bayless. Stephen A. Smith go crazy.
Cry.
He'll go crazy. Like the Knicks. Then it's like the Knicks winning is just equivalent as the Cowboys winning.
Oh yeah,
Because every year they feel like
it's their year.
it's that year. But I mean that's
I
a
hope the Knicks can do it, man. I was super surprised that they won.
uh-huh.
I mean, the Knicks were up almost 20 or 20. I mean, not the Knicks, the Celtics, and the Knicks came back and won by just staying together. OG balled out, Jalen balled out, Mikal Bridges didn't have the best game, but he played really good defense and had some key steals and key buckets at key moments, even though it wasn't the most points. He really made the big plays when they counted. And then, got people like Deuce McBride and Carl Anthony Towns and even Mitchell Robinson all putting in their effort. And the Knicks can do it, but I don't know if Boston's going to have another game where they shoot that bad. I feel like they really settled when they had the lead and just
Uh-huh.
like, we're just going to keep launching threes. And they never course corrected when they weren't making any. And they ended up missing the most threes in NBA playoff history. So you should course correct before you miss the most threes in history.
Definitely.
Start shooting some twos if you're missing that much.
Definitely. Then moving on to the west side, we got the OKC versus the Denver Nuggets. Now this is gonna be a good one. I mean, like
7.
this definitely end up going 7. I mean, the way Gordon got lucky back 2 series in a row where he got the game winning bucket. I would have never thought.
Clutch. Aaron Gordon absolutely stepped up with that 3 to get the win over OKC after them being down all game. You notice a trend where
What?
all these teams were down by 20 and they come back in like the last 2 minutes or minute.
Yep. That's what this playoffs is crazy.
Except for the Wolves, they just sucked the whole game. But we'll get to them in a minute. But I honestly thought OKC had more talent and they were going to win the series. But after watching game 1 and seeing how ineffective that Harkenstein and Chet were against the Joker, I got Denver in 6.
For real?
Denver in 6.
I mean, yeah, I see that.
OKC still ain't got it. They're going to be the number 1 seed the second year in a row and still not make it to a conference final.
They gotta find a way to get Jokic tired because I honestly feel like if Jokic isn't on the court, they can't score.
I was thinking Harkenstein and Chet would be enough, but Harkenstein is getting absolutely worked where he's scoring on him, and it's not even that problem, and he's getting him in foul trouble. And then the moment that Harkenstein's in foul trouble, the only big man they got Chet. So then you got Aaron Gordon to be able to basically bully everyone else on that team.
Pretty much.
Jalen Williams, Caruso, Dort. None of those guys can match up with Aaron Gordon. And then that's not even talking about Michael Porter Jr., who's 6'10", 6'11 himself.
True.
So I think Denver's just going to outsize OKC. Harkenstein is not enough. They still need another bigger body. I got OKC in 6. And now, what do you think about the T-Wolves and Golden State?
I got Ant the Legend Killer winning this series. I mean, like I feel like this game right here, game 1. You know, he was a little ill. He was just a little under the weather. He wasn't performing at his best. But I feel like with Steph Curry, I mean, Steph still has that finger problem. So with the finger problem,
he got pulled a hamstring a little bit,
and he pulled a hamstring a little bit. So I feel like, I mean, this team, I mean, like you beat the big man of the Rockets. But now you going against Rudy Gobert, Nas Reed, and Julius Randle.
3 real bigs.
You may have a little more chance, but Gobert, he's tall as hell. So I mean, you see, he's blocking Draymond's shots, not even by jumping, but at the same time, Draymond dropped like at least like 4 to 7 threes this game.
Yeah, he dropped a bunch of threes, and he was getting picked on in the pick and roll. So, I mean, it's going to be tough, but it looks like Curry might be out for a game or 2 in this series. So, given the state of the Golden State players, I'm going to say...
I'll go Golden State. Yeah.
In how many games?
I go Golden State in 7.
I'm going Wolves in 7.
Only because if I had to eliminate both All-Stars off the team, like no Ant,
I don't think Ant's messed up.
I mean, but let's say if he is a little hurt, like with Ant not on the court, I don't think they can score. Like Julius Randle is okay, but they can't really score without Ant on the field. And then with
I mean, Julius Randle killed it against the Lakers, and I think that.
But they was worried about Ant.
I think Draymond's gonna have to be on Gobert most of the time, and if you're putting Moses Moody or somebody else on Julius Randle, I mean,
you got Jimmy.
He could have. Jimmy's gonna guard Julius.
Yes. You know Jimmy gonna guard Julius?
Jimmy like 6'4", 6'5".
It doesn't matter. Jimmy gonna do it.
Julius Randle like 6'8".
It doesn't matter. He gonna do it. Julius Randle got no nice hand.
He's gonna pull Josh Hart. Just all Hart.
Exactly. And then what's it called? Podziemski? He's gonna end up balling. He's gonna end up having to show up. He's gonna have to show up, and Buddy Hield
really well.
And Buddy Hield's gonna have to show up again.
Buddy Hield has been on and off, so we'll see if he'll be consistent in the series. So who do you got coming out of the West?
Oh,
out of these final 4 teams?
I want it to be Timberwolves, but I feel like it's gonna end up being
Denver.
It's gonna end up being Denver versus the Knicks in the championship game.
I would love a Denver versus Knicks finals.
For real?
That would be crazy. I'll go for the Knicks. I honestly didn't believe the Knicks should have beat the Pistons. A couple of those games were phony. But
you think that's a good matchup?
But they killed it in the closeout game 6. But 2 of those games very questionable calls, and the NBA even admitted they missed the calls. But I used to be a huge Knicks fan when Stoudemire, Melo, and JR were on the team,
Uh-huh.
and Jeremy Lin and all that.
Is Mitchell
And
Robinson injured?
no, he's playing. He's
So
playing backup center.
do you who's starting? Oh yeah, it's Ant.
Their starting lineup is Brunson at the 1, Josh Hart at the 2, Michael at the 3,
OG.
OG at the 4, and Karl Anthony Towns at the 5. And then they got Deuce McBride and Mitchell Robinson
And Cameron Payne.
and Payne a little bit coming off the bench.
Okay. I like that matchup. If I had to match them up with the Nuggets, yeah, I mean, you get throw Towns on what's it called? Because Towns,
Well, they got Precious Achua too. He's a power forward as a backup.
so they got enough body to throw a They got enough body to throw a Jokic. I see
Yeah,
that.
they got four decently sized guys that they could throw them,
And then OG guard Porter Jr.
or Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, Aaron. My
Because
bad, Aaron
Michael
Gordon.
Bridges would probably guard Porter Jr.
Yep.
Or Mike. They might put like Michael Bridges on Jamal Murray.
And it's all gonna come down to who gonna ball the most, Jalen Brunson or Jamal Murray.
Who's gonna shoot more free throws, Jalen Brunson or the Joker? It's gonna be a free throw off.
Oh Lord.
But comment down below. The NBA playoffs has already been pretty unpredictable. A lot of the first round matches that we thought would win have already lost. So comment down below, who do you got winning in the second round conference
I'm
finals and
still
your
surprised
NBA
both
champion?
California teams is out. Only
Ridic-
one left is this 49ers. The Golden State
What to
Warriors.
say, yeah.
That's crazy.
Shout out San Fran.
But man, shout out.